I never thought I'd share this with anyone, but it's been weighing so heavily on me lately. I don't know if what I did was right, and I need someone to help me figure this out. When I was just 16 years old, I made the biggest mistake of my life, or so I thought at the time. I fell deeply in love with my first boyfriend. He was charming, confident, and everything my young heart thought it wanted. But he didn't feel the same way about me. I was too naive to see it back then, but now I realize he only kept me around for convenience. One day, I found out I was pregnant. I was scared, confused, and so desperate to believe that he would stand by me. When I told him, though, his reaction crushed me. He laughed, mocked me in front of his friends, and called me stupid for falling in love. He denied the baby was his and made it clear he wanted nothing to do with me. I was heartbroken. The boy I had given my heart to didn't just reject me, he humiliated me. Before I even had a chance to tell my aunt, who I lived with, about confronting him, we heard that he had traveled abroad. He was gone, just like that. I felt trapped. My parents would be devastated if they found out I was pregnant. The thought of their disappointment broke me. My aunt, bless her heart, supported me through the decision to terminate the pregnancy. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. I cried for days, but I told myself it was the only way to move on. Years passed, and life went on. With my cousin's help, I moved to the United States and built a new life for myself. I trained as a nurse, worked hard, and managed to create a decent life. I thought I had buried the pain of my past. But then, out of nowhere, my ex-boyfriend messaged me on Facebook. It had been 12 years since I last saw or heard from him. I was shocked. He was living in Europe now, married, and seemed to be doing well for himself. But what floored me was the reason he contacted me. He asked about the baby. He explained that he and his wife had been married for over 6 years but couldn't have children because of his fertility issues. Now he wanted to know if I had kept the baby and what the child's status was. He even said he wanted to claim the child and be a father. The audacity of it all made my blood boil. This man, who had humiliated and abandoned me, now wanted to swoop in and claim a baby that didn't even exist anymore. All the anger, the hurt, and the betrayal came flooding back. I wanted him to feel even a fraction of the pain he had caused me. So I lied. I told him the baby was alive and back in Africa with family while I was in the US. His reaction surprised me. He was so happy. He started sending money regularly for the child's upkeep. He even connected me to his wife, who seemed genuinely excited about meeting her husband's child. For 5 months, I kept up the lie. I sent updates about the child and answered his endless questions. He seemed so eager, so hopeful. I won't lie, there was a part of me that felt satisfied seeing him invest so much in this child that wasn't real. But now, things have taken a turn I didn't expect. Last month, he offered to pay for my travel expenses so we could both go back to Africa to visit the child. The guilt hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't know what to do. Was I wrong to lead them on like this? At the time, it felt like justice, like he deserved to feel the heartbreak he once caused me. But now, I'm not so sure. Should I come clean and tell him the truth? What will happen if I do? If you were in my shoes, would you have done the same thing? Please, leave your advice in the comments. I need to know, did I take my revenge too far? If you have watched to this point, thank you. Please do not forget to leave any advice you have in the comment section. Also, please like, share and subscribe to the channel, so you can get notifications each time we upload new videos. See you in the next video. Bye.